Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and welcome to my weekly Plan With Me video. This is a planner I made. I have a whole playlist about how I used a garden catalog to put this together, and let's get started. So what I do is I recap the previous week. Never what I'm going to do, always what I've done. And that way, if something shifts or something happens, I'm not borrowing worry or creative stuff that I haven't done. So let's start with yesterday. We are finishing up August, which is bananas. It's bananas. Okay, all the supplies I'm using will be linked in the description box below. And I did sort of a low-buy art supply video yesterday. And I love doing those. Okay, and then this one was week 34, so we're currently working on week 35. I went to do my habit tracker for today, for the month, and I wrote down October. So apparently I'm completely omitting September altogether. So yesterday I did a rough collie. I don't know where my brain's at. Apparently I really just can't wait to dress up. Yeah. And I was looking at shirts. I like really practical Halloween type costumes. I was thinking about being a Jurassic Park employee and just getting like a long sleeve, if I can find a long sleeve one, t-shirt that just says Jurassic Park employee on it. And then maybe have some of the tiny dinosaurs in my pocket or something, which would be awesome. I have like cat ear headbands and cat ear like stocking cap. So that one's always fun if I'm in a pinch, and then I just draw on a couple whiskers and a little nose and I'm a cat. But I thought I would do something different this year because I just really love dinosaurs. And I think I would get a lot of use out of that shirt. And I think it would make people laugh all year round. So these are the dogs I drew for Dogust. Now I have finished that prompt list that they created for this year. So what I'm going to do, because I still have 20 pages left when I head into September, is I'm going to use their prompt list from last year, 2024, and I'm going to keep going till my sketchbook's full. And that's just how we're going to do this. So all the dogs. I know it seems like I'm playing favorites. I'm really not though, I promise. Okay. Now this is a gallon leather. I have a Nolte cover. I have Etsy stickers. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay. So I just split this in half and do a recap of the week. Let me zoom in so we can all see this better. Okay, and you can see I use the Copic multi-liner in warm gray to put the date. So this is technically the start of September, even though I have a week of August in here. What happens with 52 weeks and you try and shove it into 2-day things is you end up having 3 pages. So I had like 6 weeks for the end of July, and I will have like 6 weeks for technically the end of December. So that's how we will get the 52 week into what people normally think of as something more evenly spaced, like just 4 weeks per month. It doesn't really, the math doesn't really work that way. So let's get to writing and see how I did it last week. And then I went to do the spray fixative and it totally smeared my ink, but that's all right. I'm okay with it. I did 7 dog drawings. That's not going to change for a while. And then I did 2 sketchbook bindings. And that was my saddle stitch. First time I've done saddle stitch. I know. The more I do it, the more things I try, the more confident I will become. Background research for my drawings. The better I will get at sketchbook binding. I'm not that confident in it. I still feel like a huge beginner. I still feel like there's so much to learn and do. This is week 34 video. Yeah, I just feel like I need way more practice and way more time with stuff, and I just need to be way more patient with myself. That's one of the other things when I'm learning something. I kind of get antsy, like why am I not better at this? But everything has a learning curve. Oops, this was a low buy. Art supply video. So I have to be kinder to myself, be more patient with myself, remind myself that everything takes time and energy and effort, and I don't do a lot of bindings. So the more I do it, the better I'll get. So I thought today we'd do a little mixed media. And I thought for this next 2-week spread, we would do mythical creatures because we're doing animals the second half of the year. So I thought I would do an ink colored pencil combination. So I am using the Uniball Signo in gold, and this is the equivalent of like a 10. So if you use like a 0.5 micron, just double it. It's a very like high release. I may not have a lot left, so I apologize for loud cars. I might have to get another one. Ooh, I think I have another one. Okay. I have a backup one. Maybe we'll just do that. And then I am using the Caran d'Ache Luminance. This is, gosh, it's 180. It's the malachite green. It's a very beautiful teal. This is a convenience color. I love it. So I will always own this because I don't want to have to make it every single time layering. I don't. I don't want to do it. So I thought we would just combine a couple things. Ink and colored pencil and just kind of get weird with it today. So let's do this. Let's draw a dragon. And I think I'm just going to concentrate on the head, and then we don't have to worry about whether this dragon is like Eastern or Western or, yeah. And I love gold. I'll do silver next week, but I gotta, you know, it looks so much better in person, silver does, than on camera. Camera's like a tough, it's really hard for silver to show up, especially on this white paper, but it looks really good. It looks really good. I like gold on ivory paper. I like silver on white paper. I play favorites. I can't help it. Color theory. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind's at when I go to create and do some of this stuff. Is I think about what looks good with the background paper, and but gold shows up better on camera. So that's always something I'm sort of cognizant of. That's why I go through the gold so much more, even though, like, traditionally, silver's more my thing. Especially with, like, jewelry and stuff. I like my stainless steel. So, but we're just gonna do all kinds of weird textures and things, and then we will get to where we're going, and then we'll add some colored pencil. Dragons. Dragons are a fun one. Yeah, you kind of see them coming together very quickly. I'm not messing around today. I don't have time for it. Our kids are already back to school. We homeschool. It was the best solution for what we had going on, and all our kids are in high school now. I know. I have 3 teenagers, and it is so awesome. They're such cool people. Okay. And I'm still waiting on my paint. So I have this old table that sits in our backyard that we eat at, we play with, and we do stuff on it, and it's our backyard outdoor table. But again, I live by the ocean, and so we get the ocean breeze, and with that comes the sand and stuff. And with the sand, it just destroys paint, and it destroys all products, and it doesn't matter where you store your bicycle, it will rust. That is one of the things about ocean living. And so our table has rusted, and the typical Krylon metal paint just doesn't. So I found a weird one online, which is probably my first problem. Is I should probably do this stuff in person, so I don't have to wait for shipping issues and stuff. But I found a different type of paint that I thought maybe would do better with our sunny days and the salt in our air and just the wear and tear of like forest life. Like forest living's kind of rough too. Like especially with all the animals coming through, they pretty much leave our table alone for the most part. Like I've never known the bear to grab it or anything. He likes our trash cans. So the deer do weird stuff. Yeah, the deer do weird stuff. They're eating all my pansies out of my pots. So that's kind of a bummer. But they're leaving all the rest of our stuff alone, which is kind of funny. So I guess I'll just keep my pansies grown indoors from now on. And then I don't have to worry about attracting the deer to my front door every single morning. It's so weird. I love all our wildlife. I'm going to smear this a little bit just for the value range. I love all our wildlife, but they do the dangest stuff sometimes. So, okay, that looks kind of cool. All right, and we will do this malachite. I'm going to put a page protector in here because I think I'm going to press down a little hard. And I just have to make sure I don't smear the gold around too much to other areas. Ooh, give them a little bit of fur type hair. And just go on with our day. Start your Monday right. Start it with a little doodle, a little sketch. Have fun with it, get weird with it. If you follow like the lunar calendar stuff, I will link that. You can see which animal you are. My brother is Year of the Dragon. I know, he's really cool. I would like to be cool when I grow up. I think I'm like an ox or a ram or something. My husband's a monkey. Our eldest is a rabbit. And the twins are rats. If you follow the lunar year animal thing, which is kind of fun. It's kind of a fun thing to do, so. All right. I can't believe I put October on my habit tracker. I think that's so funny. Like I'm not even feeling September at all. Just ready to get down with my bad self. Dress up, have fun. Okay, and then we need to have some sort of thin fur situation here. And add a little bit of the teal throughout so there's more cohesion. It looks like they belong together. It's not so divided. Okay. Then we have a reflection of this, so it's on top, it's on below. That looks like it's sort of mirrored and it belongs. There's a method to my madness. We just have to figure out like where my madness lies. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is my dragon, and I think I want to have some birds because he's in the sky clearly, and we know this about him. And we love this for him. Okay. I don't know. I do love birds. I love bird silhouettes. I'm here for the whole thing. This is one of those really goopy ink pens, and so I have to let it dry. I have to allow for the drying time or everything is gonna smear everywhere. And I really don't want that. Unless it's strategic. Okay, so this is my illustration. I know it's kind of wild, it's kind of fun. Mythical creatures. I mean, we're gonna see what I do next week, so that should be interesting as well. I have something in mind for silver in a different color. And then, yeah, start our Septembers off right. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. I hope your Monday is lovely, and I will talk to you later. Bye.